Because I say it to every single person.
Cada persona.
For you not to go, that tells me that you willfully failed to go. They called you, told you to go, and you said no.
No.
Look at me.
Míreme.
I am now revoking your bond and I'm putting you in jail. Goes with you. Bye-bye now. Will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am. Okay.
On June 3rd, 2024, officers were dispatched to 6060 Breeze Road in reference to criminal mischief. Officers spoke with a complainant witness who said that he was woken by the defendant punching him in the face while he was sleeping. When asked why she was hitting him, the defendant stated that it was due to her going to his room. She began to hit him again, and at that point, the complaining witness was able to restrain the defendant. That was when the complaining witness went out to her vehicle and caused damage to her vehicle by tearing apart the door, panel, and rear bumper. The defendant came out and began assaulting the complaining witness again. The complaining witness had a bruised lip and scratch on his knee from the assault, and the defendant had no bruising or scars. The defendant admitted to pushing the complaining witness in the face with the palm of her hand and hitting him with a belt. The defendant was identified by Texas driver's license. Complaining witness stated that he did not feel pain, but based on the injuries sustained, officers believe based on those injuries that anyone would have received normal level of pain.
What's jail?
Oh, like you.
Really? Problem is, things keep happening. Land you in custody. So what are we supposed to do? The other kicker is that you're now wanted out of Madison County as well for 2 different charges, for endangering a child and a possession of marijuana. So that's why you're now stuck like Chuck. You can't get out because another county wants you. What I told counsel here was that they could perhaps reach out to your family, see if they will post the bonds out in Madison. If that happens, then the hold gets released. Listen, I want you to listen. If they are able to post those bonds, the hold gets released. The problem is that you've got those cases over there. Now you got cases over here. I think you're a flight risk. So let me ask you, why would I give a PR bond to someone who's a flight risk?
That you'll leave and you won't show up to court when you're supposed to show up to court.
Oh, no, sir.
My concern are 2 things. One, and the most pressing concerns, public safety. When you get out, how do we know that you're not going to go crazy and just... Number 2, you have to come back to court.
Well, sir, I'm not saying what I do is right, but
I don't want you to talk about the case. My only concern is that you come back to court. And number 2, you don't violate any of the conditions we put on you now. I am ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case. Do you understand? No contact, no weapons, and no drugs, no alcohol. I'm going to test you. Why do we have jails? Ms. Taylor,
bad people. For bad people.
is that you? How many cases you got open? How many? I'm going to ask you again. Why do we have jails? No self-control. When you fail to exercise self-control, we have 6x9 boxes waiting for people who cannot exercise self-control. You are now stuck. And I don't know if we're going to give you a PR bond yet, but I want to know if we do, that the community is protected.
If I may, I believe she's already made bond here in this court.
I know, right? My point is, I'm about to yank that bond because I don't know if we let you out, you're gonna run them up like a little Tasmanian devil. Madison, Harris County, what's next? Brazoria, Brazos, Fort Bend? Think before you act, Ms. Taylor. Who do you have here as far as family? They all live here in Harris County. Okay. Would you mind reaching out to the family, letting them know about Madison County and seeing what
I'll
we'll
reach out to
do?
them.
And then, for now, like I said, no dope, no alcohol. I'm gonna test you like crazy, Ms. Taylor. If I find that you're using anything, I'm gonna lock you up if you get out. Right now, I mean, you're stuck. I don't know if your family's gonna post bond, but if you do, you know what these conditions are. There is, let's see, is there a protective order? I don't see one, right?
No, there's a no contact with threatening or harassing that I saw, Judge. I didn't see a protective order.
Okay, I'm entering one now, okay? I want you to understand that I really value public safety over anything else, Ms. Taylor. I'm now entering in what's called a magistrate's order for emergency protection for Jerome Austin. He is now a protected individual. You cannot. Am I boring you?
No, it's just, I called the police on that man a million times, and he ain't here. He ain't never had a problem. He done whooped my ass, beat my ass, did all types of stuff to me, but I'm here. No, and then that's not how the story went. Like he didn't, I got scratches, bruises, and bumps for months and months and months. I didn't call a police officer and
Out
came
with
up.
this guy?
No,
So let me ask you this. When you have cancer, what do? When you got cancer, you cut it out, right? You take it out, because if not, what happens?
but that's not, it's the problem is,
Could this be a cancer to you, man? That's all I'm trying to say, Miss Taylor. Am I wrong? All this drama, it's over and over and over, and yet we're. All I want you to do is stay away from this individual. That's all I'm asking. As long as you can do that, you and I will be friends. All right? I don't want any more contact with this person. I am entering this order for protection. You cannot have contact, no threatening, no harassing, no weapons, no going within 200 feet of where he lives or where he works. Okay? That's all I'm asking. Do you have any questions? Okay. Let Antonio get a hold of your parents. They'll see if we can get you out for the Madison County cases. I need to send them over, please, and then we can get them out.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Hey, Antonio, I'm not going to yank the PR bond. I won't. Okay, so.
Judge, I saw a surety bond for $500 is what I saw, unless I saw it different.
Let me see. I don't see anything. I guess it's not been imaged yet. I don't know.